Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the application of law of attraction in practical ways to our lives. Our question today comes from Audrey, and her question is about being able to help other people manifest, but not being able to manifest for herself. Let me read the question out to you. So she says, I'm looking for some help. I totally believe in the law of attraction. I have helped a few friends by introducing them to law of attraction and coaching them through the process. Each one is having amazing experiences. Myself, I'm stuck and I can't figure out why. There's a huge sense of knowing that it's going to happen within me, but I have a huge lump in my chest. I do suffer from anxiety and I'm not sure if this affects things. But I also feel positive. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, Audrey, thank you for your amazing question. Sweetheart, the reason you are able to help your friends is because for your friends and their situations, you don't have any negative beliefs. And therefore, you are able to convey to them the information that they need in order to understand law of attraction and use your advice to help them turn things around in their own lives. The same thing applies to what Esther does. So Esther is able to answer questions on behalf of people because those people who are asking Esther questions are not able to receive answers directly from the universe and follow their own guidance. So Esther is the conduit through which the universe is bringing us answers that we need in order to learn and move forward with our life. In the same way, you are the conduit through which your friends have been asking. They have desires and they've been asking the universe to help them achieve or accomplish or manifest those desires, and the universe is sending help through you. You are the conduit through which the mechanism through which the universe is answering the calling, the desires of your friends. You are not the creator of the answer, you are just the conduit. And so you must have a lot of resistance towards receiving answers for yourself and following your own guidance. And that is the only reason why you are not able to turn things around for yourself. And so all you have to do, my dear, is to take a step back and to treat yourself exactly the way you would treat a friend. Ask yourself, if I had a friend who was in my shoes, how would I help them? What advice would I give them? What would I ask them to change? And then you will receive the answer, because it is obvious that you are open to receiving the answers. But you just read them better when they are for other people, because you don't have any personal resistance or negative beliefs in the mix when other people are concerned. But for yourself, you do. And then you're saying you have a huge sense of knowing that it's going to happen. Awesome. I love that. But then you say, I have a huge lump in my chest. Well, sweetheart, if you feel this knowing that it's going to happen and you also feel a lump on your chest, what are you doing? You're pulling yourself apart in two different directions. Sometimes you allow it and then you disallow it, and then you allow it and then you disallow it. So now you've got this split energy going on, which when your energy is split, you don't move forward, you stay where you are. And so as long as you have this lump on your chest, what does that tell you? It tells you that you are spending time on the lower half of the emotional scale, which is preventing you from getting the manifestation that you want. So all you need to do is to spend more time high up on the emotional scale. And as Abraham tells us, use any excuse at all to get there. And then use any excuse that you can find to get high up on the emotional scale. And then the other thing that you've referred to in your question is, I do suffer from anxiety and I'm not sure if this affects things. Sweetheart, where is anxiety? Anxiety is worry with a lot of momentum. Anxiety is worry going out of control. So anxiety, because it has a lot of momentum, will keep you there. Because what you need to do is you need to slow down that negative momentum and increase positive momentum. So anxiety means that you've been spending a lot of time in a place of worrying for a very long time, which has resulted in a very high momentum. And as Abraham says, when a train is going at 100 miles an hour, it's not an easy thing to stop that train, to make it come to a stop so that you can turn it around and have it go the other way. It does take time and effort, but more than anything else, it needs mindfulness. You need to pay more attention to what you are doing during a day, because if you have a lump on your chest and if you have an anxiety problem, then it is evidence that you are not spending time high up on the emotional scale. What do you need to do in order to bring this momentum to a stop? Take your mind off of your own life and your own goals and put your attention onto something that is neutral, something that does not evoke any emotion in you. For example, if I was to talk about this pen, it doesn't evoke any emotion in me. If I talk about the tree that's outside my house, well, that evokes positive emotion in me. So you've got to go neutral and positive in order to break the momentum of this hold that anxiety has over you. This hold needs to be broken. And then when you do the vibrational appreciation work, you will go high on the emotional scale and it will become easier for you to stay there. And then everything in your life will change. It does not require action. The only action required is the thinking work that takes us up the emotional scale. And so the other thing that I'm going to recommend to you is regular meditation, because regular meditation takes us up the emotional scale a notch without having to do thinking work. That's the difference. When we appreciate, we are thinking our way up the emotional scale. And when we meditate, we are going up the emotional scale without doing any thinking work. And so a combination of both is the most useful thing of all. Because if you meditate, but after your meditation, you come back, step back into your life and start thinking and feeling the way you always thought and felt, then you go back down the emotional scale to a place of anxiety. So you've got to do the thinking work of cleaning up your negative beliefs, of instilling trust by saying it's going to be all right. The universe has my back. Remind yourself of all the things that Abraham teaches us. Remind yourself of all the things that law of attraction is all about. Those beliefs need to have more momentum in your thought process, in the way that you spend your day. And Audrey, my last recommendation to you is, if it resonates with you, get a copy of this book, Thrive. Thrive is an illustrated law of attraction guide to reducing worry, overcoming frustration, and freeing your mind. It's available on Amazon. Go grab a copy of it, because this book, the whole objective of this book is to help people who have worry and anxiety issues, help them to understand law of attraction so that they are able to go up the emotional scale and stay there and manifest all their dreams. All right. Thank you to Audrey for her brilliant question, and thank you to everyone who has joined me here today. Would you please leave me a comment to let me know that you visited? And if you could click on the like, your likes and comments help my videos reach a wider audience, and I really appreciate that. Also, if you would like to come back for more, could you please subscribe and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can send you an invitation for when I post again. And I do post every day. All right, folks, if you have a question about the application of law of attraction to your life, you can leave it in a comment below, or you can send me a message through my website, ZMAHOON.com. Take care, everyone, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.